I heard of a true story one time where this man, he was dating a woman for a long time. And she would come and bring him food. And he would say, your husband will enjoy in the future. Don't let somebody use you for practice for their real life. You're over there cooking and cleaning and wifing. He's eating. He's enjoying. You are a missus, but it's right now. Because if he's not telling you where he's going, and you cannot see the confidence in his actions and his intentionality when he comes to you, until you are Mrs. Right now. You are in a situation. See, let me help you. It is important. A lot of women fall into this trap. How do I say this respectfully? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Okay, let me break it down. Let me give you an example. If Pastor Kunle has a Bentley, a very nice car, but anytime I ask him for it, he gives me. So I drive it anytime. I don't maintain it. It's not my responsibility. He's the owner, but I drive it. I will pose. I will take picture. I will go for events. I will enjoy the car. Once I'm done, I pack it. But it's Pastor Kunle that is maintaining it. It's Pastor Kunle that is fueling it. Why would I ever need to buy a car when I can get the benefits of the car without the commitment of ownership?
I hear you, sir.
So, auntie, hey, my husband. Oh, welcome, welcome. If he has not put a ring on your finger and you are giving him the benefits of ownership, why will he ever commit to you? What incentive does he have to commit to you? Oh, they have told you that if you have good sex with him, it's a lie. Can I help you?
Yes.
If he did not love you before sex, he will not love you after sex. You see, men and women are wired differently. Let me tell you, let me help you, let me deliver you. Hey, help me, God. For a woman, you see, sex is an emotional activity. Because even the very nature of sex, a woman opens up herself. It is a physical representation of what happens internally. No, don't let anybody lie to you. We are friends with benefits. Women are not wired that way. You can deceive yourself and start that way. Okay, this is what we're doing. It's just physical, no emotions. It's a lie. After a while, you will catch feelings because that's the way you are wired. Because the more you give of yourself, the more you begin to expect. But for a man, sex is a physical activity. Oh. Can I tell you the truth? How do I say this very respectfully? Women, a hole is a hole is a hole. In other words, a man can sleep with a woman and not love her. Just because he sleeps with you does not mean that he loves you. You are satisfying a physical activity. Even biologically, oxytocin for a woman is released during sex. For a man, so, you bond. I say, hey, what's happening? They are bonding. That's a bonding chemical. It doesn't happen for a man during sex. It doesn't happen. So you will go and give a man the best of your virtue, the best of what you have to offer, hoping that it will translate into commitment. You have missed it. Because at the end of the day, if I can get the benefits without the commitment, the ownership, why should I ever commit in the first place? So if you are in a situationship where you are asking, where are we? What are we doing? Where is this going? You see, it lacks direction. And if it lacks direction, it cannot be light. And if it is not light, then it is not love. And if it's not love, then it is not Selah.
Like my man of God will always say, to whom brain is given, what is expected? Sense. We have come through so far to know when to draw a line, to know when to understand the writing on the wall. These days, these are modern days, especially I'm speaking to the women out there, because this message is actually not for a specific gender, but let me specify the gender to the woman. Our foremothers, our mothers before the mothers before their mother, our mothers, they've paved the way. They've made that sacrifice for us that our eyes may be open. I'm not talking about this whole woke syndrome that is gallivanting the whole society, and then when you look deep, it is just a repetition of the pre-existing circle. Women should know their worth. I keep saying this because when you know your worth, you know there are certain things you won't allow a man do to you or do with you. You will know that there are relationships that you are into that need definitions. Because when relationships are defined, abuse would not be obtained in that relationship. But when a relationship is not defined, abuse is inevitable. You will be taken solely for granted. You will only be nothing but a call girl. When the man in question needs something, it could be sex, it could be companionship, it could be free food, it could be anything. And then he rings you. But he knows what he wants. I keep telling this to some of my friends that ask me. A woman knows when the man is treating her right. The question now is, why do you allow yourself to be treated wrongly? Now, so you know like yourself, now so you know value yourself rich. Why would you be in a relationship? I don't know. It's different. Some persons would be in a very long-term relationship, say maybe 5 years, 7 years. And then when you have a conversation with your partner, you're not in his picture. You are not in the picture of his future. So what are you doing? I keep telling you that we live in a man's world, which means that our time as women, by virtue of so many things are being limited, we have little or less chances to do things when we are older. It is easier. It is very, very easy for a 40-year-old man to get married today. But it is not so for a 40-year-old woman. It is easier for a man that is divorced 5 times to get married today, because I think so many first-time divorces, or 1, 2, 3 divorces are even roaming the streets. That is now becoming a norm, so it is normal. So let me just say 5 times. That is divorced 5. A man that has been married 5 times, different women. It is easier for that man to even remarry again. But a woman that just has one, that had been married once, she doesn't even stand that chance of easily getting married again. So why should you treat yourself carelessly when the society is not even in favor of you as a woman? Love is not difficult. Love is very simple. When somebody is in love with you, you would know. And when the person is not, you would know. Don't say, let me do this. One of the things you don't force in life is love. You don't force somebody to love you. It is even irritation. Because they push you. You know how you need to push yourself. I don't know how women feel comfortable pushing themselves to men. To whom brain is given, sense is expected. This is 2024. Let's not keep repeating the circle. Let it end with you. Be the change you clamor. Be the change you envisage. Be the change you wake up every morning and ask God, please change it. Be that change. Stand up to yourself. Define anything you are into. Know your worth so that you won't be taken for granted. Package yourself. Okay, me one day. Me. I pray everything works out well for us.